What is up, responsible day traders? Today is Tuesday, September 15th, 2020. I'm Lindsay Duff, and this is Responsible Day Trading. So I got back from vacation on Sunday. I did not burn. I'm very proud of myself because normally I get burned. Did look at the market yesterday. I didn't trade because it had a lot of the same attributes that it had today. But I was like, man, I want to at least give it a shot today. And today went all right. It was about an hour and a half of trading, a lot of waiting. And I took 2 trades and those targets did not go to their full potential. Did they go to their full potential? Yes. Did I allow them to go to their full potential? No. I was just feeling very uncomfortable. I actually had a point where I was getting a little jittery. May have had too much coffee. There was an AC guy. We got a new AC like 4 months ago and they've been out here like 12 times to fix it already. Anyways, so I just decided it's not for me today. I do have some great information in here about how we can anticipate divergences and what's happening with those kind of things between the MACDs and the price. So you can feel free to check that out. But otherwise, these kind of days are not my favorite days to trade, where you're really just sitting on your hands waiting and you have to be patient. I love when the 233 gives us signals. I love when the small chart gives us signals. But the problem can come around to it will give a lot of signals that aren't being given by the trading chart, which is my 1597. I have to really wait and be patient for those signals from the trading chart and the strength behind it to allow my 233 pullbacks to give me some more weight to the moves. Otherwise, I'm just really trying to make things happen instead of waiting for things to happen. That's probably part of the reason why I was moving my risk a little bit fast. I wasn't comfortable with how tight the moves they were today. It just is what it is. I actually put a video out over the weekend with Monica Vargas and I speaking, and she's one of our new live traders. So I had a little chit chat with her just to see how her experience was, and it was beautiful. So I really enjoyed talking with her. Go back and watch that video. Tell me what you think. This was a little bit stressful for me today, so I'm just going to go ahead and take a breather. Let me know if you have any questions. Be sure and hit me up at info@responsibledaytrading.com if you have any questions, and I'll be happy to answer those for you. Have a great week, guys. Remember, FOMC is tomorrow. Don't let it eat your lunch. I'm probably going to sit that out and I'll come back on Thursday. Guys, have a great day. And as always, enjoy the show. Hello and good morning, responsible day traders. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a quick little peek-see at the daily chart. Okay, so this is doing exactly what I talked about in the Monday review, the Monday kickoff. Maybe that's what I'll start calling that, is the Monday kickoff. So we're looking here at this chart, and I like to pull it out this way, but it kind of makes everything a little bit skewed. So how about we do this so we don't have those other charts distracting us. Now this has pulled down to the EMAs. We're down to the 0 line. There was a lot of strength in these MACDs to pull this down to the 0 line, right? There had to be, because we had gotten so far above. And I went back and looked from the beginning of the E-mini S&P 500, and we've never been this high in the MACDs. Our typical height was about right in here. That was our max. So what happens at that point is it has to do a lot of work, and it's going to create divergences, and it's going to do a lot of work to pull this back down, because remember, these are percentages. These aren't exact numbers. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to actually set this back just a little bit so we can look as far back. We'll do 4,000. I just want to do this so that I can get more areas to draw for us here. And you can see, look at this. We never, ever get this high or this low in the MACDs, way up here or way down here. It typically has a just much smaller range, which is not a small range at all. It's 60%, right? So what we want to do is we want to look at where the tighter range lies and see where a lot of these pivots happen. So what's happening here is it's getting down to the zero line. So let's talk about the kind of anatomy of this, right? So it pushed down and it hung out here for a little bit. And the BBs kept pushing to the downside. So if this area holds and bounces off of here like it's doing with the price, what's going to happen is we're going to create a divergence, be it a retracement divergence or a full-on divergence, right? A pivot high divergence. So if this pulls back up, maybe right into here, as the price pulls up into here, we still have major retracement divergence and we'll expect it to pull back down, maybe right back into this area, test it, get a little closer to the zero line. I don't know. I'm not a fortune teller. I was going to say I'm not a future teller. I'm not a fortune teller, so I don't know. But the other thing that could happen is that this will bounce up and come up higher and either equal this pivot or exceed it. And at that time, we will have some divergence. We don't typically have a BB that bounces up so hard and so fast that it will take out the divergence. Now we will have divergence. Will it be divergence that will push us all the way back down? Will it be divergence that we break up higher and pull back? But either way, it's going to be a struggle when it gets back up towards this area. So that's my little bit of a lesson for this morning. And we're going to move on from the daily chart right now. And before I really move on, right now, what I see is I see a slowdown happening towards the zero line. I see price that is really pulling up in what has been a strong trending market to the upside. We have pushed way, way, way up here. So what I'm seeing is overall direction is to the upside. Immediate also looks to be to the upside. We do have some divergence between these pivots here, but right now the divergence has done what it's going to do, or the divergence has done its job, which is to push the price and the MACDs back. We could easily roll off this area and continue up and equal this previous pivot area. Now let's look at I'm going to give this one an opportunity. It'll put me right behind here. Oh, I didn't pick it up. There we go. Now this can still pull back, but I see an all right opportunity here. Put me right at the low. It's just moving so slow and it's so tight. And if I look at the history of like what happened yesterday, this has a little bit of a chance to pull back deeper, but we're doing all right. This is very, very weak to the downside. It was here also. There we go. Go through there. There we go. Ah, there we go. Okay. Do I think this can go up more? Yeah, probably. Right in here, actually. Probably right where I had my risk. I got to think to myself why I moved it along so quickly, and it's really this look and kind of anticipating this to happen again. There go. Is this gonna be the spot it's gonna turn around? I'm not playing that game today. I may just end my day with 2.5 points and just call it a day, you know? I ain't scared. I'm gonna give this a chance to go through here, y'all. Just the way this is looking, it's looking like it's gonna push down further. I'm not gonna give it a lot of space to run. So if it pulls back, I'm pulling in another one. Ooh. I was trying to take that point out. Didn't quite make it to the point. BBs were starting to get white. We were getting a little bit of a reversal bar pivot here. Y'all. I don't feel like this is some of my best trading today, but it's all right. This really looks like it's going to pop down more. Just moved my risk a little too quickly, y'all. Ugh, I think I might be done. Okay. I'm not going to trade anymore. We're going to pull this over. Okay, there we go. Not my best day. You know what? I'll take it. It's an hour and 27 minutes. We're just going to mark those up and call it a day. These are my probably least favorite types of days to trade, where it makes a great run overnight, a little bit, and then once the morning happens, it's like waiting for paint to dry. There was another push down further. Lindsay, stop. You're done. You are done. Well, between you and me, that was probably one of the most boring days I've had in longer than I can remember. And it was a little bit stressful because there are signals from the 233 that it was going to continue in a direction that the bigger charts were like, not so much. And then it would give little pushes and little moves in that direction. And you start to tell yourself, what's wrong with me? I didn't take this move. The truth is, there's nothing wrong with me. The move wasn't going to be a move that had a whole lot of potential in it, and I would have been late on it and just pushing it and trying to make it happen. In that same breath, I moved my risk a little bit early, both times, just because of the way it's so slowly moving and then has a tendency to... So they didn't really work out in my favor in catching points, so taking on 10 points instead of 3.5, but what you gonna do about it, right? You gonna cry? You're just gonna live to trade again tomorrow, which I don't know if I'm gonna be trading tomorrow. Tomorrow is FOMC. We shall see. By 1 o'clock, things can get a little hairy. It may be a little slow in the morning, and then boom, hit that 1 o'clock mark, Central Time, and just spin out of control. Sometimes it's like it doesn't even happen. We're gonna wrap this up. Looks like the market is moving back to the upside. I'm gonna let it do its thing. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. And as always, you know I look forward to catching you on the profitable side. I love y'all being here with me, so please like and subscribe so we can spend a little more time together.